The heated moment between U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy occurred during a high-stakes meeting at the White House, which was initially intended to discuss a mineral extraction agreement between the two nations. However, the conversation quickly spiraled into a tense exchange over Ukraine's ongoing conflict with Russia. Trump, clearly frustrated, began by criticizing Zelenskyy for not showing enough gratitude for the extensive military and financial support the U.S. had provided to Ukraine. He accused Zelenskyy of being ungrateful and suggested that Ukraine's handling of the conflict had been reckless at times, making it harder for the U.S. to justify its involvement. Zelenskyy, visibly shocked, responded by defending Ukraine's position, emphasizing the immense sacrifices his country had made in the face of Russian aggression. He reiterated that Ukraine had been forced into this war and had no choice but to fight for its sovereignty. Zelenskyy urged Trump to consider the broader context of Ukraine's struggle, which had been devastating for his people. The situation escalated when Trump, becoming increasingly agitated, warned Zelenskyy about the potential consequences of escalating the conflict further. Trump specifically mentioned the risks of gambling with World War III, implying that Zelenskyy's actions could lead to broader global instability. He suggested that Ukraine's strategy might be too aggressive and that there was a fine line between defending a nation and provoking a wider conflict with Russia and its allies. Zelenskyy, at this point, firmly responded, asserting that Ukraine had no choice but to act in defense of its people and borders. He expressed frustration that the U.S. seemed to be questioning Ukraine's efforts in a war that had cost thousands of lives. Zelenskyy's tone became more pointed, as he reminded Trump that Ukraine's fight was not just for itself, but also for the stability of Europe and the world order. The situation came to a head when Trump, losing patience, accused Zelenskyy of being disrespectful and failing to recognize the full extent of U.S. support. Trump's remarks became increasingly harsh, and he suggested that Zelenskyy was not playing his cards wisely in the geopolitical landscape. Trump further criticized the Ukrainian leadership for not taking advantage of diplomatic opportunities that had been presented in the past. The meeting ended abruptly, with Zelenskyy visibly upset. He left the White House without signing the expected mineral extraction agreement. The exchange marked a significant shift in the U.S.-Ukraine relationship, with tensions now evident between the two leaders. Many observers speculated that this incident could have long-term ramifications on the future of U.S. support for Ukraine, especially in the context of the ongoing war with Russia. This clash drew reactions from both sides of the political spectrum and from global leaders. Some expressed concern that Trump's combative stance could strain international alliances, while others suggested that Zelenskyy needed to be more diplomatic in navigating the complex relationship with the U.S. In any case, the moment signified a turning point in diplomatic relations between the two nations.